Wait a second. You already made 2 other videos about Kamp Koral. Are you milking the series? Well, yes, but actually no. Also, how'd you even get here? Ba-da-da-da-da, Mahid and Brahim's Adventures, ba-da-bum. So I promise, this will be the last Kamp Koral video I'll make. For now. I want to cap it off on a 3rd video because trilogies are cool and stuff. Basically, in the first Kamp Koral video I made, I had a little excerpt, like, at the end of it, where I talked about how I would make it. To kind of, like, make it fit more in, like, the lore of Kamp Koral or Spongebob. However, I didn't have enough time because, like, the video was kind of short. So I thought, okay, let me take that one part and expand it into more because I have a lot more ideas. Funny enough, I've actually been thinking about these ideas since 5th grade, which by that I mean, like, since Kamp Koral was in now. And I think I figured out some ways to, work it. I will say that, I'm probably not going to include SpongeBob and Patrick in this, like, because I'm going to go down, like, a bunch of characters and how I would integrate them. But, I mean, SpongeBob and Patrick are already how I thought they would be in the show. So, I mean, I don't think I really need to change them. But, like, on characters like Mr. Krabs, Plankton, Sandy, Squidward, stuff like that I'm going to keep. Or I'm not going to keep, I'm just going to talk about them and how I would introduce them. And, yeah, I hope you enjoy. Here's, Sandy. Sandy Cheeks arguably got the worst in Kamp Koral, and the reason why is because her just being there creates a time loop. And I mean, they try to explain in the show, but future Sandy going to tell past Sandy to go to Kamp Koral just makes it more complex, because it still renders the Season 1 episode, Tia the Tree Donor, non-canon. But whatever, I'm going to try and explain it myself. So, Sandy loves nature. You can find any episode in the show that explains that. So what if her father and maybe her mother, I don't know, what if they go camping on the Bikini Bottom Island? It just makes so much sense. I'm surprised no one has ever thought of this. And then basically, she will every now and then go down underwater. However, she won't be allowed to interact with the sea creatures because maybe her dad doesn't want her to, like, interact because she knows that they might not like her because she's a mammal. And you can find tons of instances in SpongeBob where, like, there's, like, a debate over sea creatures and land critters and how, like, oh, you're different, so we don't like you. I swear there was an episode, like, Squirrel Jokes, where Sandy got bullied by the people who would eventually decide to use Twitter because of a joke that SpongeBob made. God, that really was about Twitter. But yeah. However, Sandy could do something like, I don't know, how about she hides under, like she's over at, like, another side of the coral forest, and, like, SpongeBob kicks a ball, and then Sandy kicks it back without him knowing, and then SpongeBob will be like, thank you, Mr. Coral Forest. Thank you, Mr. Coral Forest. And, and then, like, it's just like that. Sandy, like, helping, but they don't know who she is. And she'll probably be like, man, I can't wait to go to the underwater when I'm older and live there. And I think it would honestly make a lot of sense. Like, literally, just me thinking about this for, like, a few minutes has already thought more about the legitimistics of the lore than the whole team of Kamp Koral. But yeah, that's just what I would think Sandy would do, in my opinion. And now I'm going to try and explain Mr. Krabs and Plankton. So Mr. Krabs and Plankton kind of stumped me because I already know, like, I already have an idea for it, but the show kind of does it better. It makes more sense. But what the heck, I'm going to do it anyway. So, it's already been common knowledge that Mr. Krabs and Plankton used to be friends when they were kids. They made a whole episode about that. So I thought, okay, they're most likely going to be kids in the show when they first announced it. Well, in the show, they're actually college-aged adults just working there for, like, a summertime job. And I mean, it kind of makes more sense because Mr. Krabs has a baby, Pearl, and I kind of forgot all about Pearl. So Pearl will be a lot younger if she wasn't born at this point. That's why I was saying that the show kind of does it better. But yeah. However, I guess it could work, because Mr. Krabs would be like, when he's like a kid, like, one day I'm going to open my own restaurant to SpongeBob, and SpongeBob's like, oh, cool, I'll work there. And he's like, no, you won't. But, I mean, I don't know. It kind of just makes sense. Maybe, like, you could have, like, Mr. Krabs and Plankton make their own food, but then, like, the kids hate it because in that episode, Friend or Foe, they, like, have a part where, like, Mr. Krabs and Plankton made, like, food, but, like, everyone hated it. It could be, like, a good foreshadowing. But you know what? I would give this point to the Kamp Koral show on how they did it. I don't know why I'm bringing a point system to it now. If I were to do it for the whole video, then I guess the point would go to me, and not Kamp Koral. But yeah, I'm gonna go to Squidward now. Honestly, I don't like how Squidward was portrayed in Kamp Koral. They portray him as a camp master, despite the third movie portraying him as a kid with SpongeBob and Patrick. And, like, the weird thing is that, like, he doesn't look older than SpongeBob and, like, the other kid gang. He looks, like, the same. He even has, like, a higher pitched voice. It's just he's, like, a little bit taller. So there's no reason why he's a camp master. That would make him, like, a teen or an older. And, I mean, I guess, yes, Squidward would be older than SpongeBob. But not that older. It is weird. So if I would make Kamp Koral, I would make it where he's just a kid with SpongeBob and Patrick. Just simplifies everything, and they don't need to oversimplify things. But yeah, I didn't really have much for this. This is more of just what I would do. That's all, because, I mean, I'm not going to go out and be like, Squidward should be this, Squidward should be that. No, it's just like a simple thing. And yeah, I think we'll go to the conclusion now. So yeah, that's how I would have made Kamp Koral. But how they made it is fine. However, Sandy and maybe Squidward could have used some tweaking. Mr. Krabs and Plankton are fine, as well as SpongeBob and Patrick. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. Hope you like this video. Please subscribe for more videos. Bye-bye.